Trend jangkitan COVID-19 menunjukkan peningkatan. Kerajaan telah membuat keputusan mulai daripada 1 hari bulan Ogos, pemakaian pelitup muka di dalam pengangkutan awam dan tempat-tempat awam yang bersesak-sesak adalah diwajibkan.
The government made the ruling on July 23rd following the increase of COVID-19 cases recently and lack of compliance on standard operating procedure among the public. A ride around the Klang Valley on MRT and LRT on Saturday found most commuters complying with the new ruling. At every MRT station, auxiliary police and staff were present to check commuters' body temperatures and to make sure they don a face mask at the entrance. Announcements to remind commuters to wear a face mask could also be heard at the stations and in the MRT.
It is mandatory for you to wear a face mask at all times while at the station and on board the train. Let's break the COVID-19 chain together.
While it was easy to maintain physical distancing in a spacious MRT, the situation differed in the LRT, but most commuters were wearing a face mask. The Mid-Valley Mega Mall saw a responsible lot while police personnel were also making rounds to remind them about the new ruling and to ensure physical distancing were adhered to.
Today is the first day where the new ruling takes effect. I want to know if Malaysians are ready and what do they think about it?
I think actually it's a good movement because I think it's important and people are not really obeying the SOPs. And at least this way we can control it in a certain way. If not, it's going to be locked down again, right? Yeah, I think it's a responsibility for everyone to take part and actually just use their masks, protect themselves and protect others.
But do you find it burdening, now that we have to probably buy more masks or we can get prosecuted or get fined if we don't adhere to the SOPs?
But at the end of the day, it's because we are not following the rules. And the cases are going up again and it is all for our benefit, right? So I feel like I don't see a problem with it.
So far okay lah, lagi safety. Kan? Kalau sebelum ni tak pakai, ramai orang tak pakai, so kita takut lah kes akan bertambah kan.
So far tak membebankan benda ni sebab ni demi kesihatan kita kan. Kalau kita sakit lagi susah.
Lagi
better beli
banyak kos keluar kan. So better pakai je mask, beli je mask.
It's good for the police to make sure everyone's wearing masks, but the fine is like too much.
Okay. How much do you think is acceptable then?
50 ringgit, I know. Not like 1,000 ringgit. 1,000 is too much because it's very hard to earn money in Malaysia. And if 1,000 ringgit is like a lot of money and it takes a very long time to earn that much. So one time without a mask, just tell the person to go get another mask. Something that can be solved with like 10, 20 ringgit doesn't have to be like fined by 1,000.
Next stop was the city central. Most were seen with a face mask on, but there's room for improvement for physical distancing. Meanwhile, at the Old Klang Road Wet Market, many signs to remind patrons to put on a mask and adhere to the SOPs could be seen as well. Following the new ruling, those who fail to comply will face a fine of up to 1,000 ringgit or prosecuted in court.
Again, the battle with COVID-19 is not over yet. Malaysians, we have come this far. The government and the frontliners are doing their best to keep the pandemic at bay. Do not take that for granted. We have to play our part as well. As long as we don't have a vaccine yet, it is our responsibility to adhere to the SOPs to prevent the virus from spreading further. This is Tina Lo for The Star.